a very good afternoon, everyone. Myself, K. Deepika. It is an honor and privilege for me to welcome you on behalf of Mechanical Department, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology, for this interactive session on prototype validation, converting prototype in a startup into a startup, which has been organized by Mechanical Department. It's my pleasure to introduce today's guest speaker, Mr. G.V. Raviteja, General Manager, Lana Technovations, Hyderabad. It's a privilege, sir, to have you with us today. Once again, I welcome you all for this session. Now, I
Uh,
request Mr. G.V. Raviteja, sir, to address the session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, students and respected sir and madam. Myself, I'm Raviteja. I think you are audible, right?
Yes, sir, it's audible.
Yeah. So myself, I'm Raviteja. I'm we are into startup Lander Technovations. We'll be making electrical vehicles. Actually, we started in the year 2016, like making of vehicles of this electrical thing, EV vehicles, like different types of vehicles we have made previously, like R&D, and from that, after 4 years, and this is almost fourth year, it was like now we got the what we call we got the permission to start electrical vehicles. So this is about the company, and I'll be dealing with this designing part mostly, and I'll be taking care of all the technical stuff basically. So here, actually, the thing is like, I want to know in which year you guys are into.
So, second years and third years.
Ma'am, second and third
Second
year.
years and third years.
Yeah, second years and third years. That means it is a right time to know about the things what happening, like what you can do. Like you are into the core, purely you are into the core now. Like in first year you'll be having a common subjects, and when you entered into second year, it was like totally you'll be into core industry, like core subjects you will be learning. So the main thing, like from prototype to validation, if I want to tell, it starts with the product development. Like if you see, suppose if I have an idea to make something, to create one product or an object or anything, it's in our technically we'll be calling it as product development cycle. So basically, it starts it depends on the requirement, like customer's requirement. It may be a BTech project, it may be a master's project, or it may be anything. The thing is like you should have a need. Like if you see, coming to my company, like in 2016 we don't have any there is only some of the vehicles, electrical battery vehicles were there in Hyderabad. So at the time when we started our vehicle, everyone used to see like it's like whether it will work or not. People will be having a lot of question marks. But while we got many up and downs while starting up that, but we just started with some idea to create some electrical bikes, so that due to this petrol hikes and all, we got in that time only we got some idea. Like I completed my BTech in 2013, and after that I'm into this designing field. In 2016 I made it like first vehicle we made a solar electrical car, where it has a three-wheeled one, which runs with the help of battery. And later on we made another two-wheeler, that is like a portable one, and the other one we made a like another vehicle. Like if you see, like I can show some pictures after completion of this session. And after that, slowly we went into the deep of this making total parts. Like before we used to do like normally we use to get the parts outside, like whatever the standard parts will be available, that we use it to get outside, and we'll be making some of the designs of chassis. And the main component in electrical vehicle is that chassis only. So we use it to design the chassis, and we use to go for a bending, and then we use it to go for a welding and all, and then we are going to assemble it. And we basically, like in electrical thing, we'll be having some connections. We use it to do like that, like before. But once coming into this field, like once coming into the reality, like from prototype to the validation, we have learned a lot of things, which the things will come from product development cycle only. From your starting, from your second year onwards, you will be having all these things, like you will be having about the machine design thing, and you will be having DMM subject, DMM1 and DMM2. Those are all the subjects, whatever the core subjects you have in your BTech, everything will be useful to make a successful project. Like you see, for your BTech project, like you are into the, like if you after 1 year, the third years will go into the fourth year, and they'll be having some mini projects and major projects. The same thing, however you are going to do your major project, the same way outside also the things will happen like that only. Not in terms of it not be a small company or a big company, the thing will be same from 100 years, before 100 years and now, and coming 100 years also, this will be the same. The process and the execution of thing and validation from idea to reality makes a lot of differences. Okay, so here while practicing experience, while making the models again and again, we got a lot of experiences, and got to know about how to, like it's not only about technical stuff and the thing. We need to think about the manufacturing point of view. We need to think about from like cost point of view, and the manufacturability is possible or not. So bending, suppose if we are using any bendings and all, that is like up to what extent we can do that. So these are all things are related, correlated one and all, like one to each other. Like you will be like technical person should be there, financial person should be there, and management should be there. It's all things will be happen with the help of planning only. Without planning, we cannot do even a simple thing, like even a simple component we cannot create without planning. Okay, so it's all starts with the product development cycle. Okay, so first one is the need. Suppose if you want to start anything, if you want to make or create anything, you should have a need. Need is need is a mother of inventions. Like let us say example, I think you are in I don't know whether you are in college. I think you are not in colleges, but I'll tell a live example. Suppose I want to start up a marker business. Like I want to start a marker thing. It is also a mechanical component. I won't tell that. I'll say I'm a mechanical guy. Whatever I see outside, whatever the things, objects are visible to me, everything I'll feel that it is a mechanical. Because without a mechanical design or a mechanical part, I think nothing is going to exist. So the same way, whenever whenever we are holding that, whenever we are using that marker. So I'll tell a best example. Suppose how a marker came into the market. Let's say before we used to have chalk piece, and we used to write on a blackboard. And later on, due to this the dust and particles, due to this thing, they made a. That means I'm just telling you the revolution of chalk piece to this marker. So after that, we got a non-dust, what we call chalk, and later on, so like that, 1, 2, 3 different stages was happen, and ultimately, end of the day, it is typical to write on the board. It is typical to rub and everything. Like you will be having some of the minus points with the with this chalk and a blackboard. So some of like us only, like some of engineer thought of doing something how we can change these problems from that to this. So what they did, so the major problems they have seen. So what are the major problems they have? First one is gripping. Second one is the thickness of the whatever the thing we write, so that we need. And the third one is it should be easily removable. Okay, that means rubbable. And the fourth one is the main thing, like colors and all. You'll be having for blackboard, we'll be using white chalk and some other colors. Here also we need some colors. So these are the major things we required when we are that means we got some problem with that particular thing. That means for a chalk, if I'm using chalk on a blackboard, I have this problem. So from that problem, now I got some idea that I want to create something. It should be like rubbable, it should be grippable, and it should be like the writing purpose and all. It should be same to same, and the colors and combinations should be perfect. So in order to replace chalk piece. So like that, if you take some live examples, so that in day-to-day life, if you see car, like there is a shift car. Before in 2012, we had a normal shift car which is having a lengthy one. So once it is done, after that one step by step, it is changed to now sports model. So like that, for every model in this universe, it will be like updating, developing a new product. R&D will happen regularly on a simple from a minute part to the big part. Okay, so here if you see the first part is need. So now we got the need. Next we need to go for a specifications. Specifications are nothing but the requirements. Now I got one idea to make one model. So I got some problem statement, and I got to know about what are the things to be done. So all the things I got it in a need. And next I will go for a requirements. That is nothing but the specifications. Specifications means, so after completion of your idea, you are going to think about what are the things we require. Like it should, I told you, like it should be grippable, it should be thick, writing should be having. So for that, I'll be thinking, so what size it should be. So to remove that one, to rub for rubbable thing, what the things are required, like ethyl alcohol will be using in that what we call marker. So like that, in specifications, you are going to check each and everything, like what are the things are required. So plastic material or a metal material are required, sponges required, or colors, what type of colors we need to use, what type of alcohol we need to use to easily remove that what marker marks. So this are all comes under what? Requirements and specifications. And then you will be coming into the drawing. So there will be a team. So like different people will be like giving some different ideas, as you do in mini projects and major projects. You will be having some 4 to 5 members, and you are going to discuss about the project, and you are going to conclude one thing. So here what I will do, I'll sit with some number of different members, like in different categories, like the designing department and the manufacturing department. I'll sit with these people, like financial people, and I'll sit with all these people, and I'll think about, so this is my problem, this is my these are the things are required, so I want to create one model. So in drawing, so everyone will be like giving their ideas, like they are going to specify their ideas on a piece of paper. Like everyone are using round shape. Sir, we cannot go with the round shape. Let's go with some other shape, like triangular shape. Already Apsara pencil already clicked in the market, so that's why I want to go with some triangular shape. And some person will tell that let's go with the rectangular shape. Some people will, some person will tell that we'll go with the polygon shape. So like that, everyone ideas will be shared with the help of drawing. So that's why it is called as drawing. Is nothing but it's a rough sketch where ideas are drawn in a piece of paper. So let's think, if you are sitting like to your college, one company came, like a startup, like us only. Some company came into the college, and they given you a task to create that one. If if a batch creates a proper required thing, then they'll get a job, and they'll get some prize money, like that, if they offer you. So what you're going to do, you're going to select some of the group of people, and you're going to do what are the things, whatever the things, what company required things will be provided to you, and you are going to think about that only. The same way here also, once you are done with the need and done with the specifications, you are going into the drawing, and then you'll enter into the modeling. So in modeling, what you are going to do here, you got an idea, like you concluded one shape. So I want to go with some triangular shape. That body, I'm just giving you the example. It will be in circular shape. Now I want to go into the triangular shape. So now you got a proper idea, and you'll start modeling of it. So using of this softwares and all, you'll be, without the softwares you cannot even make a simple product also, because even not for engineers, even this technical people who like ITI and who works in a workshop, like welding person, lathe making, like machinery, wherever we make all these things like machine parts, wherever we make, compulsory they need designing models only. If not, they won't do. So this software plays an important role in this field. Like if you want to go into the manufacturing field, if you want to go into the designing field, if you want to go into the planning field, if you want to go into the what we call management field, compulsory you should know about the softwares. Everything is done with the help of softwares, but one thing will be used for one thing. Like suppose if I want to do the modeling, we'll be using SolidWorks, CATIA, Creo. And if I want to go with some analysis, I'll go with the ANSYS. Suppose if I want to go with the manufacturing thing, then I'll go with some CNC 3D modeling. And if I want to go with the management, then I'll go I'll use Primavera or MS Project. So like that, for everything from zero to the end of your project, you need to use compulsory softwares. Without using the softwares, you cannot make it and manage it. You can, like you'll be knowing, like right now in this pandemic, people are working from work from home. How it is possible? Without this, having this software, without having this cloud communication, nothing is going to happen. So that's a major reason. Like the world, like it was paused somewhere, but even it is in the pause state, everyone is working. So that's the difference between like technology, before technology and after technology. And so now you are done with this like modeling. You are going to represent that modeling part to the client, or else to us only. Like you are going to see what are, how many components are there in that, how many parts have been assembled in that, so how they are connected each other, whether they can be a machinable or not. They can be a what we call integration. Can we do easily integration, like a non-skilled person also can is able to make it or not. So everything matters while starting from the zero only. So once designing field, designing thing is done, then we'll be going for the analysis. So basically here to create to do analysis, basically we have three categories. First one is engineering analysis. Like you will be experimentally you are going to do one method, and second one is the analytical method, and third one is the numerical methods. So you will be having these three different types of analysis. You need to create it. So once you are done with the model, you are going to make that model into a what we call this there will be a connections, like we can change from SolidWorks to the ANSYS, like that. There will be some formats, and then you are going to convert that software to the analysis, whatever the model you converted, and then you are going to do analysis on it, like whether it can be easily grippable or not, whether it the flow of liquid is coming out of that marker or not. So if I sometimes physically, whatever the problems we regularly face, everything you are going to do with the help of analysis, with the help of ANSYS software or some Hypermesh. There are different softwares available in the market. So we'll be using that softwares, and you are going to get a perfect result until like up to the satisfaction level. You are going to do the different analysis. Once you are done with the analysis, once you are satisfied with the results, then we'll be going for a drafting. So in drafting, you're going to represent each and everything. Like you're going to represent a top view, front view, section view. Suppose the marker and a cap, the front part will be closely fixed. So that should be like in what direction we need to fix it, and what direction, how much clearance should be there, and what are the things we need to consider, what not to consider, and machining parts, and everything matters. So there you need to check each and everything. So in designing only, you are going to get whether it is mating or not, it is not, it is like you are going to evaluate all the things with the help of maximum 70% of the work will be done with the help of this modeling and analysis software only. Once you are done with this software, and then you will be entered into this manufacture. Until and unless if you are okay with the model, If you are okay with the results, then only you'll go to the manufacturing, because the main reason of this softwares coming into this existence only because of cost effectiveness and the time thing. So that's the major reason. Before suppose in if you go back like 50 years to 60 years back, we'll be having only 2 to 3 cars. That's it. Only one Ambassador, Maruti 800, some Fiat car. Only 3 to 4 variations are there. Because if you want to manufacture a single car, it takes a minimum of 6 years of time to completely done and come into the market. So this many things will be there. Like they will be make one person will be doing the designing part, and some real time mm, will be doing some analysis part, and later on they'll be doing some physical testing will be done. So these are all things basically happens when making of model or making of a car. So now if you see, due to this softwares and due to this technology, what happened? So a car is coming in 6 months. Just they are showing a design model. Within a 6 months, we are going getting a model outside, and we are using it. So that much technology was developed from that time to this time. So nowadays, it is very easy, guys. You can create a lot of things. There is a lot of problems are there in the society. We are into this electrical thing, but if you see, and there is a lot of opportunities now, because before in India, not in India, I'll tell about Hyderabad only. I actually seen the main thing was there will be a trading thing. We won't be having a we have a less number of manufacturing industries than this thing. Like the parts will be like coming from the different places, from China, from America, from Japan, from like from different places. We are going to get the parts, and we are going to assemble in our place, and then we are going to use it. That is the thing happened before. But due to this pandemic, due to this things, we got this opportunity. Like many right now in this year, like 2020 to 21, I think some thousands of companies have been started up, like into electrical, into medical field. Like now the pandemic, in this pandemic situation, this ventilators and all, these companies, mostly these companies came into the existence. And due to this petrol hike and all, we got this what we call electrical vehicles came are into the like market. So everywhere, if you see, the trend will be changing day by day. Before we use the thing like electrical vehicle, it will go only 40 speed only. It will give some. We need to keep 4 hours of charging. It is very typical. We had a many sessions. We had a many meetings. How we can satisfy to the customers. So after doing a lot of research and lot of experiments, lot of things, now we are into a normal path. Now we are moving now into like step by step. So like this, after completion of this analysis and thing, the up to analysis part, it's a task 1, and from after analysis, the task 2 will start from the manufacturing. So here will be like giving one thing in a manufacturing thing, and like for machining purpose, and there here we have a some I won't tell that we don't have a proper what we call makers, like precision makers are there, but keeping point of cost and manufacturability and the companies, everything matters. Okay, so this is about like after manufacturing, then we'll come into the management, where you are going to do the sales and services. So this is how actual product design cycle will work. Okay, so how it will start? It will start from the need, specifications, and later on we'll be doing a drawing work, and we'll be doing a modeling work, and then we are going to do the analysis work, and then we are going to do the drafting work. Once everything is done, then we'll go for a manufacturing. Again, in manufacturing, what type of manufacturing you need to use? Like 3D printing is okay, or CNC machining is okay, or NC machining is okay, or lathe machine is okay, mold is okay. So we need to think all these things, in which way it is helpful, like in which category if I use it, how much time it will take, how much cost is happening. Suppose for a marker, let us see. Now I create overall I created the marker properly. I made I made in such a way that no other company has made that marker. But instead of keeping 15 rupees to a marker, I'll keep some 50 or 100 rupees. Excuse me. Will people will take that one? No, they won't take it because already that part is there in the market. Again, if I keep that for more 30 rupees, why people will take? They won't take it. So you have to think in all the aspects, like designing aspect is important, planning aspect is important, and even this what we call cost effectiveness is also important. So like that, every year there will be a step-by-step process to make a product, like from idea to reality. There will be a huge process will be there. Okay, so you need not to worry. That's why we will be having projects in your colleges, like in your college, like from the starting. Now due to this pandemic, you don't have I think so you don't have this go-karts and the making of go-karts, making of bar vehicle. You guys, your seniors made a lot of things in